What is up, guys? It's another beautiful day here. I hope you guys are hanging out at your campgrounds, enjoying this sunny, beautiful weather. As promised, today we are going to talk about social media. And I'm going to give a contrarian opinion here. So you're not going to be able to Google this and verify this information. This is 100% opinion based on gut instinct, analytics, data that we have collected at Insider Perks, and just trends and things that we've seen happening over the last few years. So uh, virtually every social media marketer that you talk to, or every marketing agency who focuses on social media, will tell you this is the exact opposite of what you'll hear come out of their mouths. So, first, I want to look at this through the lens of who you are, like you, the people I'm talking to right now, which is likely a campground or RV park or glamping resort. Uh, you should be on social media. You should have a presence there. You should have a place for when people discover you or stumble upon you or want to verify that you're real or look at photos or check out a little bit of a reel of maybe a cabin tour that's not available on your website that they can go to and look at. That should be across as many platforms as you can make it. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, Pinterest, X, Threads, all the places, right? As many places as you can put that information. And that's going to serve two purposes for you, right? It's another version of a website that people can discover you on and do all the things that we just talked about. But two, it's going to allow the AIs of those platforms, the AI of Threads and X and Instagram and Meta and all the places, to learn about your business, to ingest those videos, to ingest those photos, to ingest that content and get a greater picture of who you are so that down the road it is able to recommend your business to other people. And that's really what you want, right? Is to be found in more places. So that's number one. Nobody's saying you shouldn't use social media here. But now we get to the tricky part, right? The tricky part is that over the last few years, social media has become an entertainment hub. The behavior has shifted, and shifted quite dramatically, from a place where we go to connect with friends and family and occasionally see a few things from businesses we follow, to a place where we hope to be entertained, or most people hope to be entertained. I personally don't have the social apps on my phone at all. Uh, for the very reason that I just got distracted and kept scrolling through and all those kinds of things, right? But that's where it is now. Lots of people enjoy it, nothing wrong with it, to each their own. That's what they're doing on it, though. Which means that in order for you to reach the high bar that inherently most people have for the content they view on social media, most people, not all people, most people, you have to be as entertaining or valuable or informative as the influencer, the singer, the mountain climber, the professional entertainer, the TikTok person with 2 million followers who dances around in music videos. You have to be equal or equivalent to that person in your production value and entertainment that you offer to these people. Because not only is that what they want to see, but it's what the algorithms know that they want to see. And thus the algorithms will show that kind of content to them. Now, are there exceptions to that rule? Absolutely. Are there ways that you can create content that is not that type of content and get noticed? Absolutely. Should you try to do this as a small independent campground with virtually no marketing budget and a lack of focus in other areas that are higher converting? No, you shouldn't. And so, if you don't have the ability to reach up to that level, or have an agency or a team that is focused on doing this on your behalf, there are much lower hanging fruits that you should be pursuing. You should still be on social media. You should still do all the things that I talked about earlier in this video, okay? Uh, and you should have we'll call it a regular social media posting strategy of drip feeding valuable content about your property or the local area, or reasons they should come, or engaging polls and quizzes, or dining out or hiking, biking trails. Maybe I already said that. Or cooking things over the campfire or in their RV, or RV maintenance tips and tricks, or all the local events in the area. Those kinds of things is what you should be dripping out to your social media. You can make those valuable, you can make those very informative, you can create content that some people will want to see, but the expectation that that stuff needs fawned over and edited 18 different ways to Sunday like it used to, and you need to agonize over the call to action and plan content calendars months in advance for this stuff, no, you don't need to do that. You're not wasting your time doing it. You're just not spending your time in the most valuable possible place you can for maximum return on investment with your limited marketing budget and your limited time. That's what all this is about, is attention and time for them on social media and for you running your business. So you have to look at social media through that lens. You should be using it as a brochure for your park. And again, discounting the very few people who are up at the top, big organizations who have marketing staffs that are able to produce this type of content, or the really deep marketing thought leadership behind some of this stuff. If you're not one of those people, which 95% of campgrounds out there are not, then you should not be attempting to do this unless you have checked all the other boxes that come before that. Good website design, responsive design, speed, SEO, not just a plugin, SEO for the future, understanding how AI is digesting your content and presenting you in search results, citations, listings, press releases, review responses, blog posts. Email marketing comes before this. So just take stock of what you're doing and realize that you only have limited time, and realize that the game has already changed in front of you. No one's saying don't do social, but we're saying you need to do social through a lens of what you are able to do as a person and within your budget. You are not going to go viral with a post about book your RV site tonight because you had one free up. It's just not going to happen. The algorithms don't want to show this content because people don't want to be sold to. So focus on the low-hanging fruit. Make sure that you have, go around and film videos and reels of your different types of your interiors of your cabins, of your store, of the amenities. Take photos, take pictures, just put it all up there and then check in on it once a quarter. Schedule it out in advance if you really want to do that. Drip feed it out. But make sure people can find it and verify it and go look at it, and that's going to help your conversion level. But if you get to the point where you realize your organic reach years ago on Facebook was 2 to 4%, okay? 2 to 4%. So if you have 100,000 followers on Instagram, which most of you don't, so let's just take it down. Let's say 10. If you have 10,000 followers on Instagram, okay? 1% of that is 100 people, which means 2 to 4% of that, being super generous all the way on the 4% side, is 400 people every time you post, okay? We're already only at 400 people. Now, how many of those 400 people do you think are actively planning a trip right now when you post? And that's your answer. Go where the ROI is. You don't need me to tell you that. You just need to think about where the ROI is and spend most of your time there. And when you master that, go to the next thing. And when you master that, go to the next thing. Social media is not number one on your list anymore, guys. And you need to stop overemphasizing and agonizing and spending all your time on this, because it's just not as productive as you think it is. And if for those agencies who tell you you can't track it, you absolutely can. You can go to Google Analytics, and if you have your tracking set up right, you can see dollar for dollar every reservation that is made through every single social media platform. So if somebody tells you they can't track it, they don't want you to see what the real results are, or they don't know how to track it themselves. That's it for today, guys. See ya.